For over a century, humans have dreamed of one thing: a car that could fly. Governments promised it. Inventors claimed they built it. Media headlines declared it was finally here. But what if the most famous flying car never really worked at all? This is the story of hype, deception, and belief. Welcome to Hidden Wheels. Since the early 1900s, inventors promised a future where traffic jams would disappear into the sky. Magazines predicted flying cars by 1950. Cartoons showed families landing on rooftops. Governments even funded experimental programs. But reality was harsh. Flying requires physics, certification, and safety. Most ideas never left the ground. Until one man claimed he had solved everything. In the early 2000s, a company announced something unbelievable. A road-legal car that could transform and fly like an airplane. It was called the Mahler Sky Car. The inventor, Paul Mahler, claimed it had vertical takeoff, needed no runway, was easy for anyone to fly, faster than helicopters, and cleaner than airplanes. Media outlets around the world repeated the claims. The future had arrived. Or so it seemed. Major news networks covered it. Investors poured in money. Tech magazines called it revolutionary. Footage showed the vehicle hovering just above the ground. But there was a catch. The Sky Car was never shown flying freely. It was always tethered, always stabilized, always controlled. No independent pilot ever flew it. Still, people believed. Over decades, the company raised hundreds of millions of dollars. From private investors, from public stock offerings, from people who believed they were funding the future. But year after year, there was no production model, no certification from aviation authorities, no real flight tests. The money kept coming. The flying car never arrived. Aviation experts began asking hard questions. How would untrained drivers fly safely? How would air traffic be controlled? What happens if an engine fails midair? The answers never came. Experts concluded the design was underpowered, aerodynamically inefficient, impossible to certify, and extremely unsafe. The dream wasn't just delayed, it was impossible. Eventually, regulators stepped in. The company was accused of misleading investors. Stock trading was halted, legal action followed, decades passed. No flying car, no refunds, no future city skies. What remained was one of the most famous technology scams of the modern era. A flying car wasn't just selling technology. It was selling hope, and hope can blind even the smartest minds. The flying car wasn't stolen from us. It was promised too early by someone who couldn't deliver. And until physics, safety, and reality align, the flying car will remain where it always was. In our imagination, this was Hidden Wheels. Thanks for watching.